The latest, that the disgraced music icon is responsible for actor Jamie Foxx's mysterious hospitalization last year.
The internet said that Puffy tried to kill me.
I would have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go buck full crazy.
Yeah, doing better.
Is the poisoning rumors true or not? I know it's kind of crazy, right?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to delve into a shocking and disturbing series of events involving music mogul Diddy and two very famous names, Jamie Foxx and Justin Bieber. If you haven't been following this story, things have been getting pretty intense. So buckle up, because we've got some explosive revelations coming your way. Diddy has now been held in the Metropolitan Detention Center for months, but despite being behind bars, the stories surrounding him continue to circulate. Just when it seemed like the news might slow down, new bombshells keep popping up, and the latest ones involve none other than Jamie Foxx and Justin Bieber. But before we dive into the details, let's rewind to the beginning of this unfolding drama. Last year, the world was shocked when Jamie Foxx was suddenly hospitalized. At first, there were rumors and speculations, but no one really knew what had happened. It wasn't until later that things started to make a lot more sense.
The latest, that the disgraced music icon is responsible for actor Jamie Foxx's mysterious hospitalization last year. New allegations say Diddy could have poisoned Jamie Foxx, and apparently Foxx is telling all in his upcoming Netflix special. But could there be any truth to these allegations? And if not, are we looking at a new defamation case? We'll break it all down with attorney Joe Richardson, who says the Diddy conversation is far from over. We're inching closer to the 3-month mark of Diddy calling the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn his home. And after last week's third bail denial, it seems like that's where Diddy will be staying, at least for the foreseeable future. He's being held there on federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Federal prosecutors allege Diddy was the mastermind in a trafficking scheme, with some reports saying his alleged illegal activity dates back to the early 90s. Diddy's accused of drugging dozens of victims, assaulting them, and recording it as a means of blackmail to keep survivors quiet. But now those same recordings are being used against Diddy. They're even mentioned in the federal indictment against him. It seems that civil suits against Diddy are being filed weekly at this point, as more people continue to break their silence. And it seems that the latest person to call out Diddy is none other than Academy Award-winning actor Jamie Foxx. Foxx made headlines in April of last year when his daughter Corinne announced he was recovering in the hospital. But what exactly he was recovering from was a mystery.
According to a celebrity bodyguard called Big Homie, Jamie Foxx admitted to being poisoned by Diddy during his comedy special. Yes, you heard that right. Jamie Foxx allegedly admitted to being poisoned by Diddy. And the shocking part, it was during his own comedy special. But that's not all. While Jamie was in the hospital, his family didn't sit idly by. They reportedly went to the FBI, potentially preparing to act as witnesses against Diddy.
Heard something about Jamie Foxx possibly being involved with Diddy and on the wrong side of it. You know anything about that?
So, bro, I seen Foxx with Combs on several occasions at different events. Now, Jamie Foxx's family are the ones who reported Diddy to the FBI when Jamie Foxx went into the coma initially.
Really?
So that's how that all came about. His daughter Corinne and his mom were the ones who did that. And when people come and they ask Jamie on the street, he doesn't deny it. So, at the end of his comedy special on Netflix, at the live taping, he said out of his mouth that Combs is the person who poisoned them and put him in a coma. He said, I asked my partner for an Advil. He handed me the Advil. I woke up 22 days later.
Yeah.
Now, if you somebody knowing that, look, I got an indictment pending, I might start cleaning up my surroundings, you know how that goes.
Yeah?
We can only imagine the kind of pressure Jamie and his family were under during that time. But when asked about the rumors on the streets, Jamie didn't talk about them, but he didn't exactly shut them down.
The paparazzi finally caught up with Jamie Foxx and asked him about Diddy and the situation about him getting hospitalized, and if Diddy had anything to do with it by poisoning him. And this is what he had to say.
Hey, I have a question for you about this whole P. Diddy thing. About the rumors that are just online are just crazy. I was wondering if you could just clear it up for the fans and...
Notice how Jamie Foxx doesn't say no, but also when he was going to fill up his car with gas, he just fumbles, completely forgets to fill it up with gas, and just leaves, and then says, "God bless you."
How are you feeling, like?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better.
Is the poisoning rumors true or not? I know it's kind of crazy, right?
Paparazzi then asks him straight up, "Are the poison rumors true?" He didn't say no, and he goes into the car, starts singing, and drives off. People are saying that he is going to talk about it on his Netflix comedy stand-up special. Maybe that's where he's gonna, because there are rumors that he did speak about it on his third filming. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
During his comedy special, Jamie Foxx didn't hold back. He took several shots at Diddy, including some rather revealing comments about Diddy's infamous freak-off parties.
Jamie Foxx took multiple shots at his old friend P. Diddy during his new Netflix stand-up special, What Happened?
Hell no, nigga. I left them parties early. I was out by 9 because something don't look right. It's slippery in here.
Many people were excited to hear what Jamie Foxx would reveal about the Diddy saga on stage, but some are equally skeptical as to why he would not call out Diddy earlier.
In fact, Jamie went as far as to joke about his near-death experience while he was in a coma, claiming that he saw a tunnel and a devil beckoning him at the end. Or was it Puffy, he said.
Oddly peaceful. Time.
Now, as crazy as Jamie's story sounds, it's eerily reminiscent of what happened to another celebrity, Justin Bieber.
Come on, guys.
All right, guys.
Private property. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Private property.
Come on, guys. Here it is.
Justin Bieber and Jamie Foxx have had their paths cross before. Many people have been drawing parallels between the two stars, and it's not hard to see why. What they both have in common is that they were once under Diddy's control and influence. They used to be close with Diddy, but eventually suffered at his hands.
Is this? Oh, this is love, not trash talk.
Listen, forever. This dude right here. My God.
Okay, but you guys had different jerseys. You have different jerseys. You won MVP last time that the game was in LA.
Justin's connection to Diddy goes way back. He was just 15 years old when he was brought into Diddy's world, and many people have raised concerns about what may have happened during those formative years. Justin was brought to Diddy by none other than Usher, but Usher himself wasn't immune to the same fate. Usher too was left alone with Diddy when he was just 13, which raises even more questions about what was really going on behind closed doors.
Is that videos of Sean Combs and Justin Bieber have been all over X and TikTok for days. Specifically this one when Bieber was 15.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time.
Right here?
Yeah, this gonna be yours. So, every time you come in LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the first shot.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be dropping this next year.
Now that video has been viewed more than 5 million times on Justin Bieber's YouTube channel. He was 15 at the time, and he was staying with Combs for 48 hours.
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album.
Justin Bieber is now a pop megastar. He's loved by fans around the world. In 2009, at the time of this video though, he wasn't really known. He was just a kid, and his first album was coming out. Bieber is originally from Canada, and Usher signed him to manage his career. Usher actually got his start in the business through Sean Combs. He lived with him for a year when he was 13. And Usher talked about his time living with Combs on the Howard Stern show back in 2016. He was sent to what was called Puffy Flavor Camp.
And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
There is a clip of Justin being visibly distraught as Diddy confronts him for not hanging out with anymore after he became famous.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
In an interview with Apple Music, Justin Bieber talked about wanting to protect Billie Eilish from the things he had been through in the music industry, hinting that things were definitely not smooth sailing behind the scenes.
This could have all just been a joke. But in 2020, Justin Bieber gave a tearful interview to Apple Music in which he talked about wanting to protect Billie Eilish from the music industry and the things that he had been through.
And speaking of strange behavior, there's also a video of Diddy checking Justin for a wire, making it seem like Diddy was suspicious that Justin might be cooperating with authorities, possibly even becoming a witness. This is similar to how a lot of people speculate that Jamie is working with the FBI.
Let's play that again. Some speculated that Combs was looking to see whether Bieber was wearing a wire when he patted him down. It seemed a little awkward for sure. Around this time last year, Combs and Bieber collaborated on the song Moments for Diddy's The Love album, Off the Grid. This was, of course, before the first allegations made by Cassie Ventura surfaced. Combs settled the suit with her in a day, and then the federal raid happened in March of this year. So far, Justin Bieber, like many people who know Combs, has been silent. There may be a good reason for that. He just became a father for the first time. A source close to Bieber told People he's aware of Diddy's arrest and the allegations, but added, it's not anything that he wants to focus on, though.
When people discuss Usher and Justin, there's often an underlying theme. They're seen as victims because of what they could have gone through as children in this industry. And that's a sentiment that has been echoed time and time again.
I mean, I can't go on Twitter or TikTok or any of these social media platforms, it seems like, without seeing a video of Justin Bieber or Usher with Sean Combs. I mean, Sean Combs, as you mentioned, is one of the most influential producers in rap music and hip hop. He mentored Usher. Usher lived with him for a year when he was 13, and Usher kind of has said, I saw some stuff while I was there. He didn't really go into much more detail, but there's this whole thing about Justin Bieber, and people are speculating and wondering if anything untoward happened there. At this point in time, Sean Combs is charged with crimes related to one person, and that is Cassie Ventura. Mm-hmm. So what do you make of people asking these questions, specifically about Justin Bieber?
I think people are very concerned with what was happening with the minors that he was surrounding himself with. He was Usher's guardian. Usher lived with him, right? Usher's the one that brought Bieber in. Bieber was 15 at the time. So while we may be talking about other celebrities in the context of what did they know and what did they not speak about, the difference here when we talk about Bieber and we talk about Usher is these were kids. Like, they were truly kids in an environment that, even if nothing happened to them, even witnessing anything along the lines of what we're hearing about in the indictment is abuse, in my opinion.
Keeping all of this in mind, Jamie Foxx's alleged poisoning takes on a much darker tone. If it's true, this could very well be an attempt on his life. Joe Rogan even discussed this on his podcast, further bringing attention to the gravity of the situation.
Joe Rogan spoke with his guests, Shane Gillis, Mark Normand, and Ari Schaefer, about Jamie Foxx and the allegations. We don't have the rights to the podcast's audio or video, so we can't show it to you, but here's what was said. Joe Rogan said, quote, Jamie Foxx just recently said that P. Diddy poisoned him, and that's why he got that stroke. He talked about it on stage. He talked about it on his Netflix special. Rogan went on to say, quote, bro, I think there was some crazy stuff going on. I think murders, alleged murders, a bunch of people got pneumonia, a bunch of convenient people died of pneumonia. Mark Normand also chimed in, saying, quote, Jamie Foxx said I didn't have a heart attack because of the vaccine, it was Diddy shutting me up. Here's where we're going to turn to attorney Joe Richardson to make sense of all of this. Joe, thanks for coming on with us today.
Good to see you once again.
So right from the jump, what do you make about these allegations that P. Diddy may have poisoned Jamie Foxx?
Where do you start? I mean, there's a lot of allegations surrounding what P. Diddy may have done because it seemed like a lot of people around him dying. Kim Porter died. Al B. Sure almost died. You know, there's a lot being claimed. Andre Harrell died. So, you know, there's this backdrop of not only what he's dealing with criminally himself, but all of these other things that have happened with other people that have been around him. You know, coincidence certainly makes for interesting news, which is why we're talking about it. Jamie Foxx also said what he said during the filming of what is a comedy special.
For now, it seems like Jamie Foxx is safe from any retaliation, despite his comments. With Diddy facing an ever-growing list of allegations, it seems like he has bigger problems to deal with at the moment.
All of this comes out of Jamie Foxx's upcoming Netflix special, and as you pointed out, it's obviously a comedy routine. He's being funny throughout all of it. But we don't know, as you said, whether he was joking about this or if it was more of a somber tone and he was being more serious. If that's the case, and he is being very serious and saying straight up, this is what happened, could he face any sort of liability for making these allegations against P. Diddy?
Yeah, I mean, sure, there's an argument that there could be defamation, right? Because, you know, defamation would be, in this case, maybe it'd even be defamation per se, because certain things, certain areas, some things that have to do with someone's profession, things that have to do with a couple of other areas, damages would actually be presumed. But the question becomes whether P. Diddy would really have that on the front of his queue, as it were, to deal with that. Because not only can Jamie Foxx maybe say it was a joke, but so can P. Diddy, right? And so that's probably the way to pass it off for now, particularly given he's got bigger fish to fry.
So what do you think? Is Diddy guilty of these horrific allegations, or is this all part of a bigger conspiracy? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on this ongoing story. Until next time, stay tuned.